My wife and I, we always like purple. Purple is just our color. So we in a way it had to be purple. Yeah, at the same time that he painted the car, I took a guitar to him to paint that to match the car. On the hood of the car, it's got his signature. It's called a skunk stripe. It's just a stripe down the middle. So he did that on the guitar as well. And I upgraded the sound system again. I put a QSC amplifier in there, just because I started doing bigger car shows. So I wanted to be able to, have a really good sound. So now I can plug in external speakers to cover a pretty big area. So I've been hired for a lot of big car shows. Because I do the oldies music and then the Latin rock music that we grew up listening to, so it works out well. Yeah, what I usually do is it's pretty. What's great about it is I set it up so it's a simple setup. You basically open the trunk, and everything's connected already. So I pretty much just have to plug it in, plug in the guitar, and it's a really really good sound. And then for the music, I heard Carlos Santana, and that just hooked me. As soon as I heard his tone. Excuse me, and the fact that he was Mexican like me, he just made it possible, and I was just so I immersed myself in his music, and to this day, I still play that stuff without having to think about it. It just comes out of me. During the lockdown, nobody could even leave their house really. I mean, and I was watching on the news that in Italy and all these places in Europe, these people were playing music out of their balconies, just for the neighbors, just to bring some comfort, to people, And I said, I'm going to do that too, So I just, I live on a private street. There's only 20 houses. It was perfect, So I put a note on the mailbox that I'm going to be playing the concert, because I just set up your lawn chairs in your front yard. So we did that, and I pulled out my car, and then we did a concert out there, and it was beautiful, And if somebody videotaped it and they posted it on Facebook, and that went super crazy viral. It was just a time where people, needed to something like that, So I was getting emails and texts from people all over the world saying, "Thank you, we needed that. Can you come and play at our place over here?" It's like, well, I wish I could, man, but right now it's locked down. How do I can't take any chances, because people were scared. They didn't know what was going to happen. Is this the end of the world? But that video, it went almost 800,000 views, something like that. So it was pretty awesome that it touched so many people like that. And I didn't even expect that. I just did it just for the neighbors. I felt great because I hadn't been able to play music like that in front of anybody. In front of people. And it's not like we could have invited a bunch of people, because we didn't want to spread the COVID, because but people were dying from it and stuff. So I didn't want to be the one to be responsible for somebody dying, because they came to hear us play. So it was great, because you look down the street, people were in their they had their coolers there. They had their lawn chairs set up on their driveways and on the street. It's a private street, so there was no cars going by, so people were on the street as well. So it was great to be able to do that, especially with all the responses and stuff that I got from that. Yeah, to me, the car and the music, it's just an extension of who I am, of me, because I designed that car, and the music comes from me, and it's the music that touches me. So, and hoping that touches other people as well. So, I wanted to play music to touch people's heart more than anything. I'm sure. I want them to dance to anything, but I want them to feel the music. That's really what I'm about the most. There's a lot of bands that are just playing dance stuff, and it's cool, get people dancing, but are they feeling it? Are you touching their hearts? I'll do Sum Up at the or stuff like that, and just people really enjoy it, and just seeing them, when I'm playing up something, I look up and see somebody just with their eyes closed and just taking it all in, and to me that's awesome, But I'm pretty proud of the car and what I've done with it and what I'm able to do with it. It's just like a kid in a sandbox.